I am the voice of history, keeper of ancient tales. Today I shall recount the story of Samson, a man of extraordinary strength and faith. In a time when Israel had no king, a woman who was barren prayed for a child. An angel appeared to her saying, "You will conceive and give birth to a son. No razor may be used on his head, for the boy is to be a Nazarite, dedicated to God from the womb." And so Samson was born, blessed with incredible strength as long as he kept his vow. From his youth, Samson was set apart. He abstained from wine and strong drink, ate no unclean food, and never cut his hair. These were the marks of his dedication to God. As Samson grew, his strength became legendary. Once he encountered a young lion. With his bare hands, Samson tore the lion apart as easily as one might tear a young goat. But Samson's strength was matched by his pride. He chose a Philistine woman as his wife, against the wishes of his parents. At his wedding feast, Samson posed a riddle to 30 Philistine men. Out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet. The men coerced the answer from Samson's wife, and his anger burned hot. In his fury, Samson caught 300 foxes, tied them tail to tail in pairs, and fastened a torch to each pair of tails. He let the foxes loose in the standing grain of the Philistines, burning up the shocks and standing grain, together with the vineyards and olive groves. Years passed, and Samson's exploits grew more daring. He slew 1,000 men with the jawbone of a donkey. But then, Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah. And here, my friends, is where our hero's tale takes a dark turn. The Philistines bribed Delilah to discover the secret of Samson's strength. 3 times she asked, and 3 times he lied. Each time, Samson broke free with ease, but Delilah's determination only grew stronger. But Delilah pressed him day after day until he was sick to death of her nagging. Finally, Samson told her, "No razor has ever been used on my head. If my head were shaved, my strength would leave me." And so, while Samson slept, Delilah called for someone to shave off the 7 braids of his hair. When Samson awoke, his strength was gone. The Philistines seized him, gouged out his eyes, and took him to Gaza. There they bound him with bronze shackles, and he was set to grinding grain in the prison. But the hair on his head began to grow again after it had been shaved. Now the rulers of the Philistines assembled to offer a great sacrifice to their god Dagon. They said, "Our God has delivered Samson, our enemy, into our hands." But Samson prayed to the Lord, "Sovereign Lord, remember me. Please, God, strengthen me just once more." Then Samson reached toward the 2 central pillars on which the temple stood. He braced himself against them and pushed with all his might. The temple came crashing down on the rulers and all the people in it. Thus, he killed many more when he died than while he lived. And so ends the tale of Samson, a man of great strength, great weakness, and ultimately great faith. His life teaches us that true strength comes not from our own abilities, but from our faith in God.